Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB. Yeah, BNB yesterday saw this quite substantial rally here of our support area. Well, it already reversed here on Tuesday actually, but it formed basically a nice ABC structure to the upside, and it now has a nice 5-wave move to the upside. That's still the case. And I'm observing and I'm watching if now a wave 2 pullback is starting. So far, it's done exactly what we wanted it to do. We had two possible reversal areas here, which were triggered, and the price indeed respected them. Now I'm watching if we are still on the right track with our wave count, and if the price is going to reach here the support area for this larger degree wave 2, which is between $215 and $241. Important to understand that this would likely unfold as an ABC structure, and we could now be in the B wave, or in the A wave, sorry. Even though it's quite tricky to say what this is, we don't have enough price action really, but typically we would be tracking an ABC structure first. But I'd like to see a little bit more price action to put a detailed wave count onto the chart. For this correction, it literally just happened yesterday, this rally. And yeah, the price is or has been moving so far in this ascending wedge pattern. Different ways of how this can be drawn actually, maybe even like that. It seems to be more relevant actually with the latest price action, taking that into account. So let me just adjust that slightly. And it could be that obviously it's going to come down to test the trend line again. And a break of the trend line to the downside would then be a strong confirmation that this wave 2 is actually going and running, okay? So that's what we would like to see. Can I rule out a direct extension higher from here? Of course not. But the bottom line is that we had two reversals already. Anybody who wanted to be positioned on the long side had a chance to find their entries. And now it's, I think, all about just risk management. And if there is another setup that is going to be triggered, then it's an opportunity. But we can never rule out that it's already going more directly, okay? But the probabilities for a deeper pullback have increased, given that we now have nice 5 waves to the upside in a so-called leading diagonal pattern. Now, there is another way of counting it, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I don't like that much, but it's absolutely possible. Well, in this scenario, then we already have the wave 1 complete. This was the wave 2, and it's going now in a third wave. But I have to say the price action here doesn't really look like that, because the third wave would be an impulse, and what's happening here, even though it looks impulsive, this up and down doesn't really look like it. It's already starting to fail, coming down. We'll see how that plays out. But we can also define a key target basically. So we did that yesterday. We did say, okay, look, or breakout point, you could say. We take the length of waves 1 through 3, we go to the low of the wave 4, and we said if we get a sustained break, let me just double check if that level is correct, but sort of, yeah, above $273, but we talk about a sustained break, ideally also followed by a break above the ascending trend line here. Well, that would make me assume that we're already in the third wave, okay? But there is no evidence for that at this stage. There's no evidence for it. So that's why I'm just watching here for this possible next setup to form. But I'm primarily following a bullish scenario. Can I rule out a bearish case? Absolutely not. There's also even a possibility that the rally here is just a B wave. For example, could be that this here was an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave in red wave B, and we break down again. So again, we need 5 solid waves to the upside to rule that out. But yeah, there will never be only a bullish scenario. Probably not. So there's always it depends on the time frames as well, of course. So yeah, that's my update about BNB. I hope you will like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.